One of the most important questions that has occupied the human mind since ancient times and has led thinking people to reflect even more deeply is the subject of the philosophy, meaning, and purpose of human life. This is exactly the subject that we said in the previous part is unique to humans and represents a special message that God has given to humans so they can think about such a subject, set a goal for themselves, move toward that goal, and organize their way of life based on it. The importance of this subject is so great that paying attention to it, or being indifferent to it, determines whether a person's life is truly human or lived on the level of animals. Well, we understood that this question itself and the attention we give it is a special message and guidance that God has placed in our existence as human beings. But has the God who created this question for us also placed its answer in our nature and essence? To see whether God has naturally given the answer to this question to humans or not, we must examine whether there is a shared answer among all humans, despite differences in cultures, religions, and regions. When we examine this, we see that indeed opinions in this area vary greatly. In this field, some say the purpose of life is to be happy in the present moment, but another group says no, focus on the future instead. Some say the purpose of life lies in this world, while others say it lies in another world. One says the purpose of life is comfort and relaxation, another says it is to endure hardships. Some see the meaning of life in suffering, others in joy and happiness. The answers are highly diverse and scattered. This shows that God has not placed a clear, universal answer to this question in our nature. That is, reaching an understanding of life's meaning and answering such an important question has been left to us. In other words, we humans must strive, think, search, and examine the answers that others have given, and try to arrive at a better answer ourselves. Naturally, if someone possesses true humanity and is a thinking person, they take this subject seriously and engage in examining the different viewpoints that have been presented in this field. But someone who wants to pursue such a subject before anything else and more clearly than from any theoretical viewpoint encounters this striking observation. Throughout human history, there have been prominent and influential individuals who claimed, "We have received the answer to this question from God and have brought it for you." They introduced themselves as prophets sent by God. Of course, we are not making a judgment here. We are not saying whether we accept their claim or not. But when we are faced with such an important question, and it is possible that God has provided the answer through this path, such a matter cannot be ignored. We cannot simply pass by it with indifference. Therefore, we must examine it and see, has God truly sent such an answer to us through certain individuals?